Hello, my name is BrianSims, and this is my time series analysis on the U.S. population. I would like to start out with a little background. What is time series analysis? Time series analysis looks at patterns, trends, and rates of change over time. You would perform this type of analysis to, number one, better understand the data, and also to predict future events. I gather my data from two online sources. The first source was the U.S. Census Bureau. The second was the Center for Disease Control. This is the data set that I used to conduct my analysis. The data was pulled from the U.S. Census and Center for Disease Control websites. My analysis was conducted from 2010 through 2015. I looked at the U.S. population's rate of change for those periods. I also looked at the median age and life expectancy of people from 2010 through 2015. I gathered statistics on diseases from the Center for Disease Control for those periods as well. So why this topic? I believe that fluctuations within the population affect everyone. Depending on whether the population increases or decreases, it could change wages, percent of available housing, poverty levels, and employment rates. If there is an influx of people entering the U.S., there will be an increase in the workforce, which could lead to lower wages due to competition. On the other hand, if the population levels decrease and there was less taxable income, it could lead to an increase in everyone's taxes to compensate for those who left. Trends in diseases affect everyone also. If the U.S. is seeing an increase in the amount of certain viruses, it could be beneficial to know so that preventive measures can be taken. I also chose this dataset because all the information is publicly available through the CDC website or the U.S. Census Bureau website. The first chart I would like to share with you is trends in the U.S. population and housing units. From the graph, it may be hard to tell, but the U.S. population has been increasing year after year from 2010 through 2015, peaking at 321,418,820 people in 2015. The chart also shows that housing has been increasing year after year as well. This makes sense to me because the more people you have in the United States, the more housing you would need to provide them. There is a positive correlation between the U.S. population and housing. My next chart shows the life expectancy and the median age of the population. There is a slight positive correlation between life expectancy and the median age of the population. This shows that as the average age of the population increases, so does the average expected lifespan. This makes sense to me because if the population is living longer, it makes sense that the average age of a person would increase as well. My next slide looks at the U.S. population compared to the reported cases of measles in the United States from 2010 to 2015. The chart shows that there is a positive correlation between the new cases of measles and the U.S. population. The chart also shows new cases of the measles have been increasing year after year from 2013 to 2015. It would be interesting to find out why more cases of measles are occurring in the United States. Possibly less people are being vaccinated for the disease than previous years. The next chart shows the U.S. population and the new cases of typhoid fever. There is no correlation between the two variables. The chart shows that typhoid fever has been steadily decreasing in the United States since 2010. This could be due to additional vaccines being given to fight the disease within the United States. I performed some predictive analysis using the tabular forecasting tool. I predicted the U.S. population from 2016 through 2017. Tabula predicted that the U.S. population would decrease during those years. I think that it is highly unlikely that the U.S. population will decrease because the population has been increasing since 2010. This is the end of my time series presentation on the U.S. population. Here are the sources that I used to do my analysis. Thank you.